Hey, what's up? It's Fuel Your Life Friday. Let's go. Another Friday in the books, and yes, we're still on quarantine. I know that some of us have more time than others on our hands these days, and those looking for things to occupy their time may be leaning into reading. The other day, one of my friends messaged me a few questions about 5D consciousness and dimensions, and then it led us into a conversation about past lives and spiritual awakenings and all the things in between. She eventually asked me for a list of books. So I compiled a list not only of my favorites, but ones that guests have mentioned on this show. I wanted to share these books with you as well in case you're looking to fuel your spiritual journey. So number one, under the law of attraction category, I guess I would put it in, is The Alchemist, my all-time favorite book by Paulo Coelho. And this is more of a story versus, it's not a psychology book by any means. It is a beautiful story, and every time I pick it up, I gain something different from it. The next is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, and that one is a really awesome book as well, and they're coming out with a movie about it. I think it was actually supposed to launch already, but given the pandemic, it probably got pushed back. Another one you definitely want to check out if you're trying to understand the law of attraction more. So if we're talking about the human energy field or even tapping into energy, one of our podcast guests, Julie Ryan, recommended Hands of Light by Barbara Brennan. I have not had a chance to check this out, but if Julie's recommending it, I'm going to say it's probably really good. I have it on my list. When you read it, let's discuss it together, okay? If we're going to go into the topic or category of life after death or even ascension, speaking of Julie Ryan, she wrote a book, Angel Messages for Kids, and it is so good. She sent a copy of her book to my kids, and they love it. If you need a basic understanding of angels, this book is it. And Julie also has another book called Angelic Attendant, so that may be another one you want to add to your list. One of my other favorite books is Ascended Masters and Archangels by Doreen Virtue. This actually gave me a better understanding of the whole idea of angels in itself. Then if you're talking about consciousness and dimensions and you want to know what the heck that even means, definitely check out Waking Up in 5D by Maureen St. Germain. This was recommended to me by one of my friends. And Welcome to the Fifth Dimension by Bianca Gaia. I know some of these books may challenge your beliefs, but I always believe that if just one thing resonates with you in a book or a podcast or an article or a movie, then it's a win. I will link each of these books in this week's episode notes found on mindbizlife.com. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend and be sure to give the podcast a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or wherever it is that you tune in and turn it up. That's all for today. I'll see you back here next week, and until then, remember, every level of life is an opportunity to grow. Be well, my friend.